Welcome to the Overcomers series, From Painful Past to Positive Purpose. I am your host, Dr. Grace Shah. The Overcomers is a series of conversation I'm privileged to have with inspiring people I know who have overcome painful pasts and used their experience to achieve positive purposes. My hope is that by sharing these stories with you, you'll also see the challenges and pains you have overcome can be a blessing or a learning opportunity where you can grow and use your experiences for good. So today I have the privilege of chatting with Xi Ren, the founder of Xel Consulting. Xi Ren leverages on her rich 20-year HR career and drives organizational excellence through employee engagement. As a mental health speaker and shared leadership coach, she inspires resilience and empowers leaders for success. Welcome, Xi Ren.
Hi, Grace. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to catch up. So we first met last year in Singapore, and one of the exercises we were given during that course was how to introduce yourself to someone in just 60 seconds as you're traveling in the elevator. So what's your 60-second elevator pitch?
Okay. I address the increasing challenges and pressures faced by employees and leaders in today's dynamic world, where they grapple with stress, anxiety, and fear, often feeling overwhelmed and demotivated by the hurdles. So my solutions empower them to reduce stress, navigate challenges effectively, as well as to elevate their productivity. I achieve this through engaging workshops, impactful speeches, and personalized coaching.
So what does a day in your life or a week in your life currently look like?
Oh, okay. I'm passionate about what I do. So whether it's weekend, weekday, or public holiday, it doesn't really make a difference. So being your own boss, right, gives me that flexibility and control over my schedule. So, but however, I do make a point to maintain balance. So besides working, I also play the piano, as well as listening to music and exercise daily. So that will be how I spend my typical day.
Very nice. And so what do you do currently in Xel Consulting? What's the work part? Yeah.
Okay. Because I've experienced firsthand the challenges and pressures faced by employees and leaders, right, in today's dynamic world. So my own journey overcoming an autoimmune condition, alopecia, which I'll talk about it later, has given me that drive to help others navigate hurdles. So that's why with this mission, I have founded Xel Consulting to empower individuals and leaders to help them. It's a calling, and I find immense fulfillment to make a positive impact on others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you do that through like talking or workshop?
Exactly. That's right. Workshops, yeah, because of my background in HR, right? So I'm able to run a variety of soft skills workshops, as well as coaching leaders to help them build high-performing teams, as well as help them to reduce stress and face challenges more effectively.
Oh, very good. And so can you share with us what are some of the painful past experiences you have overcome?
Yeah, okay. So just now I mentioned that I have overcome an autoimmune condition, right? It's what we call alopecia areata. It happened in 2015, that's about 8 years ago. So it's an autoimmune condition where your body attacks its own cells, and in this case, the hair follicles, which usually results in patchy hair loss. But my condition was so serious that the amount of hair that I lost every day was uncountable and very scary. So hair would just fall out on its own. For example, the chair that I sat on would be covered with hair after a while. The floor would be full of hair. And not to mention the amount of hair that I lose, right, when I wash my hair or comb my hair. So imagine if you lose so much hair every day for 4 months. Eventually, I lost practically all my hair after 4 months. And my condition was so rare and serious that I also lost hair from all hair-bearing parts of the body. So if you can imagine what that means, I also lost my eyebrows and eyelashes. So it was unbelievable, very painful experience because hair is like the crown of a woman. And I used to have long, thick hair. Yeah, so based on, however, I quickly overcome it with positivity, which is why I have so much conviction to speak about positivity. Through the experience, I learned that whatever you desire, I really can grow in the fertile soil of positivity.
Yeah, and you look great now. So you said you overcame that and you have your own hair now?
Yeah, this is my real hair now. Yeah. So I was wearing a wig for about 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you've got all your eyelashes and eyebrows back. Yeah. So how did you make peace at that time, like with your past, or see it as a blessing or a growth opportunity?
Hmm, thank you. I really feel that, right, every struggle, right, it's a gift. It hides a blessing. So I'm very thankful for the experience, in fact, because it has made me a stronger person and a better version of myself. It has given me many, many profound lessons. So losing my hair was definitely a setback. But through that adversity, I learned to appreciate life better in a sense that I'm still alive. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for small things now, even grateful for small little things, as well as I learned to see beauty differently. That it's not just based on physical appearance, but really true beauty stems from your inner beauty. It radiates from inner through qualities like how you show courage and challenges. I mean, overcoming challenges, as well as other qualities in terms of kindness, empathy, compassion, resilience, and the strength of our character. So that has really taught me to see life and beauty very differently.
Mm. Very good. Yeah, because I think in the Asian society, especially like appearance and how you present yourself, or in HR, hey, that's very important. So, yeah, has that changed the way you interact with people as well?
Mm, yeah, definitely because now I have more confidence of myself, right? Higher self-esteem, higher confidence that's not tied to your external beauty or appearance, but really radiates from your inner beauty, the qualities that I mentioned just now to you. So people can really tell the positivity that I exude, and they can tell about that they like the positive vibes that I exude.
Yeah, yeah. So, like you have like a framework that you use in your workshops. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah, all right, thank you. Yes, so through the overcoming the alopecia, I made me created my own care framework that helped me to overcome numerous setbacks. I've gone through a lot of setbacks myself. This is just one of them. I also went through two restructurings, lost my job, navigated a period of unemployment that lasted 10 months. So it was a difficult time as well. But each time I managed to overcome all these setbacks with this framework that I've developed and become stronger and wiser. So what does this CARE stand for? C stands for choose to be positive. It's always starts off with your intention. You must want to choose to be positive. And then A stands for acknowledge your emotions. Instead of drowning your emotions, right? It's important that you acknowledge your emotions and process them. It's okay to feel not okay. Oftentimes people feel that it's not okay, right? And then they want to put up a strong front to show that they are fine. But actually, we don't have to. We are all human beings. There will be times when we feel lousy. So acknowledge that, and then importantly is how do we process that and move on. And then your R stands for reframe your mind to focus on the positives, and E stands for embrace positive self-talk.
Mm. Yeah. Very good. So, do you usually run these sessions? Like, is it one session for a team or like a few sessions? How does that work usually?
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm a mental health speaker, right? So in my speeches, I cover this framework. So it's very interesting that I get them to identify a stressor at workplace.
Mhm.
And then I use the CARE framework to walk them through at each stage of my framework. They get to practice using it
Mm.
on their stressor. So at the end of my speech, they would see a reduction in the stress level.
Oh, very good. So quite practical. That's great.
Exactly, correct. And besides
Yeah.
that, then cover in workshops as well as one-to-one individual coaching.
Very good. So, what positive purpose are you trying to achieve currently, or what's the end goal of what you're trying to do?
Okay, so I really hope to instill positivity in others because I really am very convinced of the power of positivity because it has helped me to overcome numerous setbacks. So I want to spread that positivity to others, helping them to be able to navigate any challenges that they face and reach their full potential.
Mm, very good. And like, do you have like a plan, like a 3-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan?
Not quite, yeah. So I have a plan for the year. Yeah. So I go by the years because nowadays these things happen very fast, right? Dynamic
Yeah.
world changes
Mm.
happen so fast. Yeah, I plan for a year ahead.
Yeah. So what's your plan for the coming year with your coaching and things like that?
Yeah, correct. So I'm really focusing a lot about the mental health speeches because I really see that it's very important given the increasing challenges and pressures that people face these days
Mm.
and the increasing concerns about mental health issues. So I really
Mm.
want to make an impact in this area.
Wonderful.
Right.
Yeah. So, and if you are talking to your younger self in 10 years ago, because you said you experienced the alopecia, nearly 10 years ago now, what advice would you give her?
Thank you. Um, I would tell her, right, that no matter what happens to you, you must be happy. And to be happy, you must first choose to be positive. Why my alopecia condition happened, right? It was because at that time I was feeling negative about the things that were happening to me, as well as feeling negative about that I didn't get what I desired. So because of all this negativity, right, I became unhappy and depressed, which reflected in the way I lived my life, damaging my health for a prolonged period of 8 months, which culminated in this alopecia condition. So that is why I learned that it's so important that no matter what happens to you, you must be happy. And to be happy, you must first choose to be positive.
Mm.
That's one the advice that I will tell her. Another advice, also through this alopecia experience, it made me realize that uh, acknowledge your emotions. Just like I said a little bit about that as already. It's really important to acknowledge your emotions. Don't try to suppress your emotions because what happened was at that time, because of all this negativity and I was feeling unhappy and depressed, right? But I didn't acknowledge my emotions. I bottled up my emotions. I tried to drown the emotions by binging on buffets. Yeah, so
Mm.
by unhealthy coping mechanism, I try to forget those emotions, which actually is dangerous, damaging my health. Yeah, so I learned that it is important not to suppress your emotions, but really acknowledge your emotions. Like I said, it's okay not to feel okay.
Mm.
Importantly is to process the emotions and move on.
Yeah. So at the time, were you experiencing like difficulties in your personal life or your work life? Like,
Yes, in different aspects of my life, personal life, family life, as well as at work as well. So it was a very stressful period. And that is why I have so much passion, right, to speak about positivity and helping people to reduce their stress level. Because I
mm,
went through very stressful periods myself, and then I didn't manage well, which resulted in this condition. And that's why I firmly believe that your mental health is very important.
mm.
It will
Yeah.
affect health.
Yeah, that's right. I think your mental health really affects your physical health, like your relationship with others. Yeah, I feel like you're a completely different person if your mind is not right, isn't it?
Exactly. That's right. That's why I
Yeah.
have a lot of passion in this topic.
Yeah, yep. And yeah, I think a lot of times in society or in work, I guess you were in sort of corporate work, it's important to keep putting on a good front and not show any weakness. And
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it is important to be vulnerable and share. And I find that when you do
Exactly.
that, yeah, like it
Yeah.
helps others as
Fair,
well.
authentic, yes, seeking support if you really need it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're as we wrap up our conversation, what are some final thoughts or advice you'd like to leave our audience with?
Just now I mentioned, right, that every struggle hides a gift and blessing. So see beyond the surface and try to uncover the gems. While we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to situations. And it's all about the mindset and it's all about taking care of yourself. So start by taking care of yourself. Self-care is very important. Prioritizing your mental health is very important and then really have that positive mindset, it will help you to overcome any challenges.
Mm, yeah. And yeah, I'm a strong believer that every challenge or struggle we overcome is actually a blessing and opportunity to grow. So I'm glad to see, you're able to overcome that and actually heal and be able to now like share your journey with others. So thank you so much for sharing with us as well.
Thank you for the opportunity to share. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.